Trust me, you guys want to know what's in this package. Welcome back to another video. This really popped when I saw it. That to me is a monster increase. Again, this book got hot. This book is ready to go higher. So let's jump right into it. We are back today with another statue review from Diamond Select Toys. Without further ado, let's get into the review. What is going on, YouTube? This is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics and Collectibles, and welcome back to another video. Today, of course, I have an unboxing for you guys today that's sitting right next to me. It's something that I picked up off of Instagram, but I also have a little bit of something I want to show you that I picked up from one of my LCSs. But before we get started in the video, like always, guys, I'm going to ask you, if you're not a current subscriber of the channel, I want you guys to do me a favor, tap that subscribe button, smash that like button, and turn on the notification bell, because it'll let you guys know when I post new videos. With that said, if you haven't checked out my website, mightycollects.com, I always post new books for sale. With that said, like I said, I was able to get some awesome stuff from Instagram of one of the big comic, dealers out there. And I also found a little book that I have been looking for quite a while in super high grade. Now, I did take a chance. It is a raw book. In fact, everything I have to show you today are raw books, so keep that in mind. You guys know I'm really collecting a lot of raws right now. But again, we're going to start with a book that I got from my LCS. It is a book, like I said, that I've been looking for. Again, I used to own a decent copy of this book way back when, but I wanted to add another high-grade copy to my collection, and they had a really, really nice copy. Now, this book, they have marked as a 9.4/9.6, but it hasn't been pressed yet, so I'm hoping I can either get a 9.6 or a 9.8 out of it. So I'm going to show you guys what it is. It is a copy of Amazing Spider-Man number 316 and that first cover appearance of Venom. Now, this is a really nice copy. As you can see, I paid $200 for it. Like I said, they have it at a 9.4/9.6. The only thing that I could find on this book that was wrong is a slight tick up in the, upper left-hand corner here, but I got to be honest, you're not going to be able to see it from there. I had to do some digging just to try to find it, but I do plan to press this book myself and then possibly send it into CGC at some point. Again, the book I am missing from my ASM run, 1 through 300, even though I know it's 316, a book I want in my collection. But I have been telling you guys that I've been looking to grab another copy of this book in super high grade. I really want a 9.8 copy of this book. Not sure if this one's going to get it, but I couldn't resist a 9.6 for the price. And because they have a marked 9.4/9.6, they usually are pretty good with their grades. I figured if I gave it a good press, I can go out and get a 9.6 from this book. So again, I thought it was a great deal. Good risk versus reward from what I paid for it, $200. We're going to find out. Maybe in the next month or two, I'm going to go ahead and send that book to CGC. So that's it for the pickup from my LCS. I do have a book that, like I said, that I picked up off of Instagram, and I started opening it so I'm not fumbling on camera opening this thing for you guys. We're going to go ahead and show you guys what I was able to pick up. So, believe it or not, this I picked up off of Grails Comics. Now, you guys are familiar. I talk about them. I talk about Diamond Comic Club and Elite Comics 11 all the time. I'm able to pick up some really great books right now for decent prices because everything is coming down, and people are selling a lot of books right now that I think they really should probably hold on to. But regardless, I know we're in inflationary times and people not kind of need money at this point. So when I find a deal that I'm looking for, that I want books, I am going to pounce on them if I can. So this was nice of them. Thanks, freebie. So let's take a look at what this freebie is. Again, I always advocate buying from trusted sellers on Instagram, guys. And again, those three of them that I just mentioned are definitely trustworthy. So the free book that they gave me was actually a copy of Tomb of Dracula number 15. So that's a nice book, right? I wish it was Tomb of Dracula number 10, but regardless of that, this is a nice, Bronze Age key. I shouldn't say key, a nice Bronze Age book. That's actually looks to be in pretty decent shape. There is looks to be like a little bit of waviness or water damage to this book, but regardless, free is free. So thank you to the seller for giving me this freebie. Always nice. So again, let me give you a little bit of information about this book, and there are two books in there, believe it or not. So this book was listed on Grails Comics for $1,199, which to me I thought was crazy. I thought it was way too much to pay for these books where they are right now, and because they're raw copies, that they were a little bit overpriced as well. So I kind of messaged the dude over at Grail, say, hey, listen, what are you asking for these books? They're $11.99. I think it's too much. I can't offer that, but I'm willing to make an offer of what I'm able to pay. And they said, go ahead, shoot out the offer. So I was able to offer them I told him 800 max is what I'd be willing to pay for this book. And he said, let me check with the seller. And behold, he came back and said, you know what, he's going to take it. So I think I got a really good deal. Now, of course, I have to look at these books ahead of time to see if it was a great deal. But either way, 2 books that I have been eyeing on big drops. Books that I said to you guys to stay away from right now unless they continue to drop. And these, you know, while they haven't dropped much, I thought this was a pretty good deal considering they said that this book was either a 6.5 or a 7.0, something along those lines. But for me, I didn't think it was a 6.5 or 7.0 just from looking at them. I figured they were in the 5.0, 5.5 range, and at the prices that I paid, you figured 400 each for 2 books. I thought it was a good deal. Now, let's actually take a look and see what we think about these books. So the first one I'm going to show you guys is a copy of Tomb of Dracula #1, and of course the first appearance of Dracula in Marvel Comics. Now I think they said this book was a 6065, and it's actually a decent copy of this book. I'm definitely not going to say 6065. There is some spine wear on this thing. There's definitely some ticks on it as well. A little bit of color loss as well, but other than that, it looks pretty good to me. I think it's a nice copy, probably in the 5.055 range. I think if we get lucky, probably 6.0. I'm not thinking about grading this right now. I think it's going to hold in the collection for a little bit. But again, if you look up a 5.0 or a 5.5, I don't have the numbers in front of me right now, but it's probably in that $400 range, I would think. So I just know from like the 6.5s and the 7.0s are going like around $600-700 along that line. So I thought this was a decent price to pick this book up. But if anybody has the actual price of, like, let's say a 5.0, put it down in the comments, or anywhere from 5.0 to a 6.0, because that's where I think this book is. So let's call it a 5.5. And the other book I was able to pick up from them as well as a combo deal was a copy of Marvel Spotlight on Werewolf by Night #2. And again, this book is in similar grade that I thought. They had marked it down at a 6.0, 7.0. Definitely don't think it's that. It's probably along the lines of around a 5.5 because there is some spine wear on this thing. Going to be hard to see on the video. You could see a couple of ticks here and there, but it definitely a really nice presenting copy of this book. I actually think the Tomb of Dracula #1 is just as nice presenting, and they're in regular bags, not Mylars either. So once I get them in a Mylar, they'll look even better. But again, a book I'm not looking to get graded at the moment. You guys know I'm collecting a lot of raw books right now. I think raw is where it's at. You're not going to find a lot of books, a lot of bigger keys like these in the raw format anymore. So when I spot them and they're good deals, I try to pounce on them. So again, Werewolf by Night. I shouldn't say Werewolf by Night. Marvel Spotlight #2 on Werewolf by Night, and probably around 5.5 grade, and Tomb of Dracula #1, probably about the same grade. First appearance of Werewolf and Dracula, so to speak. So again, I am pouncing on keys when I see them for the right price. And I know these books keep going up and up and up, but they're going to start falling now. Like we didn't get any of those characters, you know, in the Werewolf by Night. No, we got Werewolf, but they're all going to start coming down now. So that's why I pounce on these books for the right price. I think these are nice grades and the price was right for me. So hope you guys watch out for my Instagram deal videos. When I find stuff, I will pass it along to you guys. But this, I didn't have enough time. I wanted to pounce on this thing, and they accepted my deal, and I just went for it from there. So with that said, guys, this is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics and Collectibles saying thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.